Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Heads it! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Messi, and the finish! Aimed long and direct. Now it's Messi. Cut out in the nick of time. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Mertens. Fernandinho. He's found his man. Jose Gaya, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Over to the left. Now it's Memphis Depay. Gaya gets it into the middle. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger. Beckham. Now it's Messi. Now the counter. Gaya. Zapata spreads it towards the left. Whipped in. Timely intervention. And it's Parejo. Beckham. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Mertens. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. He's away! And that's been won straight back. Good idea, just poorly executed. Parejo. Parejo. Hector Bellerin tries to get it forward quickly. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Savic pushes it out wide. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Well played, he saw that coming. Parejo. Jemison goes looking. Ogbonna does well there, alert. Now it's Mertens. Memphis Depay. Parejo. Looking to shoot. And it's a goal!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
And it's Messi. Decent looking ball. Fernandinho. Forward it goes. Naldo. Mertens gets on the end of it. It's come loose. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Looks to thread it through. Parejo. Fernandinho. Messi. He's left his man. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Some first-half thoughts?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. The action is back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Savic. Verratti plays it forward. Aimed long and direct.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Out of play for a throw. Now it's Mertens. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Played back in. Zapata. Played out to the right. Going through. That's great strength on the ball. Zapata! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Done very well to intervene. And it's Messi. Zapata. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And it's Parejo. Now it's Zapata. And it's got through. Up for the header! He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Out wide to the right. It's got through.
Marco Verratti just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
Savic. Verratti battles.
That's
to
just
win
an
it back.
example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Savic. Plays it out to the flank. Defenders on the back foot. He's pinged one through. Can he finish? It's there! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Hector Bellerin goes looking. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Mertens. Now it's Payet. Now it's Messi. Marco Verratti. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Hector Bellerin. Ogbonna cuts it out. What an adventurous run from a defender. Well read, he sorted that out. Can he put it away? In it goes! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Parejo looking to get on the end of this. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Struck first time. That tested the keeper.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Fenerbahce will have a game plan here, Jim. What do you think it might be?
One-touch passing is part and parcel of the way they operate, and when it all comes together, it's a joy to watch.
And he heaves it forward. Fenerbahce get it back again. Done very well to intervene. Fenerbahce are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Handanovic catches it safely. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession.
This is very much a team that likes to play a stylish game that's centred around possession. A lot of their build-up play comprises of a series of short passes.
And it's Gaia. Rabiot does well to read it and intercepts. He's got away. And Zapata! The shot! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Pablo Sarabia. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Zapata. And he's made certain that won't get through. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Fenerbahce just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
King! Goal! What about that, Jim Beglin?
I just think that's a good example of how you take advantage of a lapse in concentration. He was on the prowl, hungry, looking for any scraps that came his way, and he certainly gobbled up the chance, took it really well.
Fenerbahce break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He's come loose. Looks to drop one in. Cut out in the nick of time. Aimed long and direct. Real chance. Shoots. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Duvan Zapata really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Now it's King. King plays it forward. It's got through to him. It's anyone's ball. Rabiot takes the long option. Pablo Sarabia looking to shoot. He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Mertens goes looking. Brings it forward. Over to the left. Memphis Depay. He's left his man. Timely intervention. Arslan. Mertens. Zapata. He's gone for it! Saved only by poor finishing.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Brought forward. What does he try from here? Out to the left it goes. Memphis Depay tries to stroke it through. And we've reached half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Already up and running for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Richarlison going through, has a swing at it. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
King showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zapata. Forward it goes. Richarlison. Beckham. Savic.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Oh, good interception. Here comes the corner. Towering header! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Fenerbahce get themselves a two-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Beckham. Beckham. Zapata goes wandering offside.
He may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
What an adventurous run from a defender. He's got away. Ogbonna tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's King. Jose Gaya does well there, alert. Parejo. Zapata plays it out to the wing. He's left his man. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Hector Bellerin. You would think the first substitutions will be coming up pretty soon. And it's Zapata. Zapata tries to head towards goal. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Played out to the right. Dashing forward at pace. Gaia, aimed long and direct. Beckham. And Beckham! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Richarlison. Over to the left. Now it's King. Now a chance to break. Into the channel. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Heads it! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Fenerbahce seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Going through. And it's been taken straight back. Now it's King. Richarlison. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Swung in towards the middle. Rabiot. And it's Digne. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Out-muscled, out-manoeuvred, outwitted. They just couldn't find any way into the game, and they are comprehensively beaten. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Here's a guy.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Piqué plays a clever pass. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Neymar goes on a charge down the left. And it's Shelvey. Jonjo Shelvey. It's a loose ball. Gorgeous control there. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. All the way back, and they start again. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. That's a decent ball. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Ter Stegen sends that a long way. Now it's Aubameyang. Back into the middle. Mbappe looking to get on. Has a pop! And it's a goal! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Manchester draw first blood here.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Messi. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nzonzi. Oh, good interception. And it's Neymar. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Marcelo needed to come up with a better ball.
Marcelo encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Can he put it away? And in it goes. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Aimed long and direct. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Marcelo. Jonjo Shelvey. Falcao. Jonjo Shelvey. Vieira positions himself well and cuts it out. Mbappe. And it's Messi. Well positioned to make that interception. Ginter goes looking. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Falcao. More than Zonzi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it would take something pretty special to beat the keeper from this far out. Needed a better pass there. Suarez. He's pinged one through here. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Messi. Neymar. And it's Vieira. John Joe Shelby does well to read it and intercepts. Ginter. Falcao. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
Yeah, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Well, the action has already resumed here. Messi. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Casemiro. Shot a goal! Mbappe. Forward it goes. Vieira. Neymar. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Aimed long and direct. And it's Falcao. Over to the left. Neymar. He's left his man. He's had a go! They've scored!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second-half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now.
With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
So we have a breakthrough.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Fernandinho. Well played, he saw that coming. Can he get the shot? Has a hit! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And he's made certain that won't get through. Neymar. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Piqué cuts it out. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Casemiro clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And help's available out wide. Falcao. It's a brilliant interception. And through to the goalkeeper. Marcelo does well there, alert. Vieira. Casemiro battles to win it back. Could move up a gear here. Out to the left it goes. Hits one! Always going over the top.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Mbappe. Neymar. And he's going long. And it's got through. In he flies! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
You know, it takes a lot of courage to do that, to throw yourself at the ball knowing you could catch a boot in the head. Well done, son.
So now the difference is 3. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Now it's Falcao. Falcao spreads it towards the left. Played back in. Cut out in the nick of time. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Going through. Big chance! One has a swing at it! They've done it! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Well, no question now as to who is in control.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Looking to force his way through. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes. The players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. The Emirates Stadium in all its glorious modernity, this symbol of new Arsenal, the Arsenal of the 21st century. The action has already started. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. And it's Beckham. Hector Bellerin was typically well positioned. Arsenal will play a certain way here, Jim. What is that way?
They do prefer an element of caution, Peter, and get behind the ball in numbers, but those numbers have licence to be kicked.
Can he finish? Oh, didn't catch it right. Oh, good interception. Neymar. It's Neymar! Tries to get it forward quickly. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's there! Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
So, a breakthrough already. The Rossi spreads it towards the left. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Beckham. It's come loose. Van Dijk demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. He hits it! Good challenge, stood up well against his man. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Ronaldo plays it out to the flank. Going through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Van Dijk knocks it away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's got options out wide. Neymar's cross, cut out in the nick of time. Aimed long and direct. De Rossi. Golovin. Has a look and plays it in. And he heaves it forward. Beckham. In towards the middle. And that's been levered clear. Arsenal are very keen on the aerial route.
Look, if you're good at it and instructed to carry on doing it, then you find a way of making it work. And they are.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Tete. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Golovin plays it out to the wing. He's got away. Gets it into the middle. Breaks on here. Neymar goes looking. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. no, that's not the ball he wanted. Ronaldo threads one through. Forward it goes. It's Salah! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
And the first half is done. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Mohamed Salah gets through on his own. Ter Stegen very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Coaxed through there. Golovin. In comes the corner. They've managed to get it away. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Fernandinho up for the header! Beckham. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's left his man. Piqué plays it forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tete. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing a...
He's had a shot! Verratti boots it to safety. Fine defending there. Oh, he's broken through. Mohamed Salah! He has done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way, and that losing feeling the other.
Beckham. He spotted the run and played him through. Mohamed Salah has brushed off the ball there. Piqué tries to get it forward quickly. Over to the left. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Hector Bellerin is now in the last chance saloon.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Defence has got rid of that. Fernandinho goes upfield. Aimed long and direct. He's got away. Good idea, just poorly executed. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Fernandinho goes looking. Well positioned to make that interception.
Arsenal have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been Handcuffed.
Aimed long and direct. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Golovin. Going through. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
Wijnaldum positions himself well and cuts it out. Well played, he saw that coming. Forward it goes. Neymar gets into some space. Neymar comes in hard, but he's taken enough of the ball. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Cristiano Ronaldo. Room for a hits one! And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. Cristiano Ronaldo has a hit! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
That's great strength on the ball. And it's Tete. He's left his man. Can he score? Oh, taken with style. With so little time left. Grandstand finish.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Puts in a massive leap! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, obviously they'll be disappointed with the loss, but, you know, they'll be back on the training ground working through their problems that will undoubtedly have been highlighted.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.